I want to thank the fans. I thought they were great today. And obviously, TCU earned the win, beat us up on the boards 41-25. I thought we did a good job forcing 17 turnovers. And first half, thought our missed layups and missed free throws really hurt us from getting more separation. And then second half, when they got rolling, we didn't have answers, and then we were able to tie it up and had a defensive breakdown on the last play. But at the end of the day, you got to win your home games, so we got to make this up somewhere.
Scott, you mentioned the defensive breakdown. Take us through first the decision to go zone there, and what happened on that play.
We thought zone gave us the best chance to get a stop there. Obviously, hindsight, it wasn't, but we ended up over-rotating instead of staying solid, and because of that, we left their best shooter, in my opinion, a wide-open shot. So didn't happen how we'd figured it to happen. I think if they would have stumbled and taken that tough shot with the ball handler, that's how more we envisioned it.
You've had turning point moments in seasons before. What was just kind of your message to them in the locker room?
I think, every game you look at it, we haven't had a lot of close home games. And in the Big 12, you have a lot of close games. And I thought our lack of experience in those situations showed up at Arizona State. And we went to overtime, then I think we regained our composure. I thought down this stretch, they were playing free, and we were playing not to lose. And credit VJ, none. The guys competing to get it back tied. But again, these are games where when you can separate, you got to separate, and if you don't, this is what happens.
Coach, this is the fifth or sixth time in this rivalry where the road team has won a basketball game. Can you just talk about the rivalry with TCU and how these games kind of always end up this way?
Well, first, Coach Dixon's a great coach. They've been to 3 straight NCAA tournaments. He does a great job. You got to beat them. And today, they did a great job in competing, and the second chance points really helped them get going during that stretch in that second half. And then they really made some tough shots. They made free throws. Coming in, statistically, they hadn't, and they did today, and we didn't in the first half especially.
You mentioned kind of the rebounding difference. Just was there anything that stuck out to you that made them so successful, or maybe caused y'all to struggle a little bit more on the boards?
I know film doesn't lie, so that's the great thing is you'll watch film and find out exactly what happened. Sometimes you miss blockouts. Other times you block out and the ball goes the one spot it can't go, and I think they had a couple of them. I think we had a couple that we didn't block out. So we'll fix the ones that we can fix, and the ones that we can't, just got to put that down as bad luck.
In your mind, Coach, what's it going to take to get over this hump right now that you guys have been in?
Oh, I think at the end of the day, we got another home game on Wednesday and another opportunity to play a lot better than we did today, and hopefully we take advantage of that.
Scott, I know what happened right at the end of the game, but anything on Jeremy from that last play?
No, not yet.
When you get the inbounds play that you had to Jaden and he hits the shot to tie it, I mean, are you feeling like, okay,
I'm feeling a lot better than we were down 6 with 20-some seconds to go, but I knew you still got to get that last stop, and our defense has got to win us games too.
How good was it to have Jalen back today?
It was great, especially first half. I thought he gave us a really good lift, and obviously he's still coming back and limited, but getting him back really does help. And look forward to him keep progressing.
Scott, what was the decision on not starting Jaden? And obviously he kind of stayed in it, hit the big three at the end, but what was the decision not to start him?
We just wanted to see if we could get out to a different start. And at the end of the day, I mean, we look at it, there's 6 starters and none's a big contributor for us. We got 100% confidence and trust in them. And I know Curtis Jones has done a great job at Iowa State in that kind of role. So we were just trying to see if we could get out to a better start. And Rob did a great job. None hit a huge shot. Again, hurts losing home games.
Thanks, Scott.
Thank you, guys.
Norchad, obviously a tough one today. They really kind of beat y'all on the boards. Do you personally take that on? I mean, do you take that personally?
Definitely, that's something I pride myself on. I know they destroying us. They didn't just beat us. It was bad. So that's something I take personal, and I know we got to do something about it.
Norchad, what were they doing anything specific to keep you away from the glass? Because I mean, I know for the longest time you didn't have like any rebounds. Was there anything specific they did to keep you off the board?
I think they know we were going to be switching, so they keep their shooters out. You can't leave their shooters open because they hit shots, so that's something I was a little bit away from the basket. I think that's a way they get advantage, and they keep me off the board.
VJ, when you made your 3 free throws and then Jaden made the tray after that, y'all tie it up. How are you feeling right there? I mean, knowing all you got to do is get one defensive stop.
I mean, we supposed to just stay solid. I had no emotion. I had no emotion because I know the game's supposed to have been over. Shouldn't even been at that point. But Jay made a big shot. The only thing we had to do was come down and get a stop, like you said. We didn't execute that. He gave up a shot, and that was the outcome of the game.
This is for either of you. You guys had a double-digit lead for the majority of the game, especially in that second half. What shifted in the final 10 minutes or so of the game that maybe allowed TCU to climb back in it?
I heard stories from last year, triple overtime. Rivalry game, I think they had that fire in them. You got to give them credit. They play hard. They hit tough shots. They had 2 mid-range turnaround pull-ups. They just hit tough shots, and you got to give them credit for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. They played harder than us. At the end, the last 10 minutes, they just played harder than us. It's simple. It ain't no X and O's, no execution or anything like that. They just played harder than us. They punked us on the glass, in the paint, everywhere. So yeah.
There's always a turning point, like in every season, where you kind of have to like do a little soul searching or whatever. I mean, for both y'all, where do you go from here? What was the message in the locker room?
We just on to the next game. Just gotta learn from this game. Then we go on to the next Wednesday. I think that's the next game, Wednesday. So maybe focus on the next opponent. We take what we have to take from this game and move on. We can't sit on a loss the whole time. I mean, we on a 2-game losing streak right now. So yeah, like you said, we gotta turn it around. We just have to. If we want to make the tournament and stuff like that, we have to turn it around.
I mean, he said it all. We just got to put this behind us and, fix some stuff. That's about it.
How scary was it seeing Jeremy?
Jeremy's a key factor for us. We're praying for Jeremy, praying for his health. And we don't know what it is, but hopefully it's nothing bad where he's out. But like I said, we're just praying for Jeremy and keeping him, here. For me, it's that you can't be having too much mistakes, too much mental breakdowns, or just something like that. Like little things that is controllable. Like in this league, nobody stops playing. Like you seen tonight, we had a double-digit lead, and they came out with the win. So, like I said, it's a man's league. They're playing hard, they're physical. So we just gotta just gotta man up and approach the game with a
Can't
winning
get comfortable at no moment. You can't get comfortable. Like how you said, we had a big lead. They came back, and they told me about the Big 12. Now I'm experiencing it firsthand, so I know it.
Anybody else? All right. Oh, wait, one more? Yeah. Just go ahead.
Okay, kind of for both of you guys, just how do you think you go about finding a little bit more consistency? Having the ups and downs of the season, not being able to maybe string together, a ton of wins. How do you go about getting more consistent?
I mean, that was the message today for us in Chapel. It's like just be more consistent. So it just come with our habits from the practices. We gotta approach every practice like a game. I feel like that's where the battle gonna be won in practice. Like when things get tough in the game, we fall back on our habits, and that's what's gonna help us. So like I said, it starts in practice. Just being locked in, being there both physically and mentally, not just physically. We gotta approach every day with a winning mindset. So yeah.
He said it all.